Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, August 30th, 2025. And I'm doing another collective read for you. I love you guys so very much. I thank you so very much for all your love and support. You guys are wonderful. You really do make a girl feel good. I'm using two Rider-Waite tarot decks together today, just because they told me to. There's obviously a reason for it. Maybe there's more detail they want to come out with. I just did one read. It was kind of all over the place. But as we know, with me, sometimes they're a continuation of the first read. Sometimes not. It depends on who you are. But it does get more detailed as we go along. So bear with me, okay? Let's see where we're going to go with this read. And just know you can change the genders and the roles as you need to. And it's a timeless read. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors. Oh, that came up quickly. So backstory. So they're giving you a backstory, or you're writing your backstory, or somebody's finding out a backstory about something, or you are. Somebody was talking mad crap about you. Something to do with an appearance. Somebody wants to make an appearance, or they wanted you to look a certain way, and they wanted to look. Somebody was trying to take on your persona, trying to look like you, act like you. Because they wanted something you had. They wanted to be you, maybe. Yes or no. Somebody was playing puppet master here. And you're getting your justice. Oh, yes. Somebody was pulling strings, playing puppet master. You're getting your justice here. Something to do with a home. This could be a lot of drama in a home. Somebody caused drama in your home. This is a drama starter here. It looks like whoever this is, whomever you were dealing with, is trying to tiptoe out of it. It wasn't me. I didn't say that. Yeah. They're trying to cause drama in your home, but you're in peace here. You have a lot of peace. Congratulations. You want peace. Or now they want peace because it's too much drama, too much for them to handle. I don't know. Stupid people. Now they regret what they've done, right? So we have a backstory. People are picking up on, and maybe they're finding out the backstory. Somebody lied about you. They defamed you. Something about dating, new love, options back on the market. Maybe you're going on a dating site and you have to write about yourself. I don't know. Somebody in the spotlight, you or someone else. Limelight audience and self-absorbed. Somebody needs an audience. They want the limelight. Maybe you are out in the public eye somehow and they want to come towards you and trap you. These are bird cages. Someone's self-absorbed. You're being guided for sure. Faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Something to do with your ex. Unfaithful, love triangle, ex in question. They want to reconcile, in keeping with the first read. Someone's very childish. Either it's your ex and or somebody they went towards, or both. Immature, argumentative, playing the victim here. Somebody wants to come back towards you. This homewrecker trying to be you, trying to be a divine feminine energy, is very childish. Yeah, they're playing mind games here. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. 1111, twin flame. Runner, chaser, divine timing. So someone's playing mind games. They wanted to be you. They're claiming that you are divine, that they're a divine being. They're in a divine relationship. Maybe you were in a divine relationship. I don't know. It's different for everybody. And your higher level soulmate chose a karmic wanting to take on your persona. There's some element of fraud. There's legalities involved as well. So there's an unknown caller. Maybe they're bothering you, harassing you, stalking, hanging up in unknown numbers. Yeah, you went no contact. Block, silent treatment, cut off all communication. They're dealing with broken mirrors here, addictions, roller coaster, and toxic connections. Somebody's trying to be you, but it's all broken here. They can't be you. It's distorted. Backstory, dating, new love options back on the market. Maybe you are back on the market, or I don't know. I'm picking up somebody that's, even though they're in a relationship, they're not single, if you know what I'm saying. They're seeing other people. They might have their name and picture. Maybe they have your name and picture on dating sites to make it look like you're not, that you're sleeping around or something. Not keeping secrets. Guard secrets or be asked to keep one. Smoke and mirrors. Don't be fooled by appearances. Again, appearances. twice here. Group dynamics. Group dynamics are shifting. Unexpected revelations. So the truth is coming out. So whatever group you're part of or they are, it's a shocking revelation will change your perspective. You're getting the real story. You know the real story. The true story will come to light. Someone's overthinking, or maybe you are overthinking. Thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. This is a circle of drama. They want the limelight, all right. Your social circle is full of dramatic changes. Someone's trying to keep up appearances, keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine. Everything's not fine because something's bottoming out for them. It is what it is. So we have backstory. People are getting the backstory here. Somebody wanted to date around, or maybe they're trying to paint you as this promiscuous person. You're a divine being. They don't want you getting what's meant for you. They want to take it from you. Or even if they can't take it from you, they just don't want you to have it. That could be it too. Somebody's really salty here. What's the message here, please, Spirit? Thank you. Out of control. Childish and immature. They said obscene things to you. They did obscene things to you. Or they are obscene. This is an obscene love. Bait. You could be the spiritual bait, or they're trying to bait you. Maybe to have, to make you angry or something. Somebody's greedy. Somebody's greedy. They're showing off. It's fraud. Some sort of fraud. Magic's involved. They're a hood rat for the streets. They're facing eviction, or maybe they made you go through that. Somebody's very rude. Secrets. They're conceited in their ego. Support. Somebody you supported, or they're looking for somebody to support them. There's retaliation. Support them in the retaliation and revenge, because they wanted to level up off of you, or you're leveling up, and how dare you? They're in debt, or they caused you to go into debt. Someone's on the down low, and I think that you know they are. Wealthy. So they're after wealth here. You could be wealthy. They're comparing. They could be on social services here. Maybe you did go on social services. Hey, there's no shame. You got to do what you got to do, especially if you have children. You got to pay your rent. If you find yourself in a hard time, there's nothing wrong with going and applying, because we pay our taxes. We pay into our taxes for this little safety net, but we're not meant to live on social services, are we, right? Sooner you get off, the better, right? Someone's obsessed here. There's an obsession. They're harassing you. A copycat. Power hungry. Something to do with a coworker, yours or theirs. Plausible deniability. Manipulation. Something to do with loyalty here. It's a coven or a cult. Witches and warlocks. These two seem to be around side by side lately. The angels are protecting you. Congratulations, okay? You have nothing to worry about. You got angels protecting you. What can they do, right? Backstory, dating, keeping secrets, and out of control. So somebody's slipping around and claimed that you were. You might have an STD, or they claimed you did. They're trying to ruin your chances of maybe meeting your higher level soulmate. That could be it too. They know you're a divine being. Not every divine being comes into union, okay? Sometimes you're just there to wake up your partner and move on. It's different for everybody. Not everybody has or subscribes to that, and not everybody is a divine being, okay? I keep saying that. So many people out in tarot world going, I'm a chosen one, I'm a divine being, I'm an earth angel, I'm this, I'm that, and the other thing. Really? Okay. How about just being a good human being? Okay? Obviously looking for kudos or some sort of attention, because a real divine being won't announce it. You don't have to. They know what they're here to do. A real earth angel, a real chosen one, they answered the call. Not everybody is chosen. Not everybody answers that call. Okay? That's something they have to deal with. But you're getting on path. You're doing what's necessary and what's right. Congratulations. Thank you, Spirit. I told you. You're getting on path. Wish fulfillment. Divinely protected. You're in your north node. You're balanced. You're healthy. You're a healer. You're inspirational. This could be playing out publicly, too. This is divine intervention as well. What you take out of the world, you pour back into the world in spades. Wishes have been granted. This could seem like a miracle, right? This is collaboration, third party, or a contract. This is help. This is you. Maybe you're planning, you're building something new. People are watching you. This could be very creative. You're a master of what you do. You're divine being, divine feminine energy, male or female. There was a third party situation. They were collaborating against you. Yeah, you're successful. You put a lot of work into yourself. Very diligent. Put effort and work into it. You've mastered your emotions and your craft and whatever it is you do for a living. Working hard here. This is success. And they're trying to hold you back. They're trying to steal your work, ideas, or achievements. They're trying to impersonate you. This could be forgery as well. They're angry. They're combative. They did something illegal or unbalanced here. Okay? Trying to hold you back. Doesn't matter what kind of energy they try to cloak you in. Your energy speaks for you, for itself, male or female, okay? They can't hide that. The angels are protecting you. People are paying attention to what you're doing or saying. You are higher elevated, okay? Because you've done the work. You're here to do some sort of work, and they're trying to stop you, prevent you from doing what you're meant to do here in this realm. Wow, they could be faced or met with some problems here, if that's the story. Somebody's very abusive. Yeah, somebody's shitting bricks. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature. They were very vainglorious. They want the attention, maybe. They were ruthless, malicious, careless, and cruel. They could be drinking and in their feels, male or female. They thought you a fool. You took a leap of faith. You're not afraid to take that leap of faith. You're starting over somewhere new. This is exciting and new. You have an exciting new job, maybe. It could be a new relationship coming towards you. They thought you were a fool during your relationship. While they partnered up here. Somebody's in their emotions. They may want to open up emotionally towards you. They want to be emotionally open towards you. They know they did something wrong. Yeah, they did too much. They could have injured you or someone else. I don't know. They could have wanted to unalive you. But this is ending a cycle. They need to go into recovery. Maybe they do have addictions, drinking or other things. Or they want to come and ask for forgiveness. Going to take a leap of faith and ask for forgiveness and take those swords out of your back. They're trying to find the strength and courage to do so. They're going to come clean. They're not getting away with whatever they did. They're trying to find the courage, the strength, the integrity to tell you the truth as to what they were up to. I think you already know. You know they're not getting away with this. They were in their ego. They wanted power and control. They're going to tell you they were being controlled by a third party. This is a collaboration or contract. They want your help. They got demoted. Lost their position. Terminated. Somebody was smug, full of themselves, selfish, a know-it-all, and a show-off. Somebody had addictions. They were partying too much. They like the nightlife. They want to come back in from out of the cold. They're not happy. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment, or they're not going to get their wish fulfillment. They want to come in from out of the cold, or this is financial ruin and spiritual jail. They're trying to find the confidence to do something or speak the truth, maybe. Yeah, they're in their emotions. They want to come back towards love, a new beginning. I don't know about that. Yeah, they want a new beginning with you. Maybe you're finding love. I don't know. They want to come back in from out of the cold before you find love. Before you have a new beginning. Yeah. They're in their emotions. They chose a karmic over you. Poor decisions, didn't use their higher wisdom. They're getting some consequences here. It's all a one-sided deal. They were playing you behind your back. Now maybe they're getting found out. They're getting played. Yeah. False contracts could be fraud as well. It's fast communication, fast action. So they went towards the third party really quickly here. Okay? Or they want to talk to you before you find out there was a third party, or before you come into a higher level soulmate connection. Or it could be a contract or a decision's been made. Something's happening quickly now. A karmic cannot take the place of a divine being. I'm sorry. It's like saying, I don't know, give you an analogy. It's like you only graduated high school and you want to be a surgeon all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot more work to do. Lovers and readers came out again. So they're scared. Somebody has no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They can't control you, or they lost control of a situation. They may have to humble themselves, or this is humbling. They're feeling weakened. Yeah, they don't want something to end. They kept doing something over and over again. They don't want to learn a lesson. The lessons have not integrated. They don't want something to end. This is a universal clapback. They're finding something out. This could be an investigation. They're on their own. You went within. You did that soul work. Finding out about these lies. No truth, no clarity, no communication. They intercepted your mail, your money, or didn't pay you money they owed you. Somebody's unfaithful. They can't be trusted. Or they're finding this out, whomever they're dealing with. I don't know. Place it where it belongs. But somebody can't be relied upon. They're not dependable. They're immature and irresponsible and lazy. It's not their rite of passage. They can't slow you down any longer. Somebody wanted your crown. Truth and clarity. Somebody can't pay up, or they're breaking an engagement. Somebody lied. Truth and clarity, they're being exposed. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Something to do with trust. Truth about a husband. Or you are this husband. This could be you, male or female. Could be a husband card, but you're stable and secure. You're abundant. You're hardworking. This is generous. You're very generous. Successful, diligent, loyal, good with money. You want to put some past hurts behind here. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They said you were emotionally and mentally unstable, or tried to imply you were. I don't know. You want to put past hurts behind, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, they want to talk. Fast communication, fast action. Something's happening quickly here. It's good news, typically 8 of Wands. Fast forward motion. There's a lot of talk going on about you and your success, maybe. They could have been a contender. They could have been successful if they, yep. This is family discord. There's going to be some communication. They're losing a lot of money. They stole a lot of money, or this is family discord, or no more long-term stability. They did too much. 10-10, by the way. They wanted to unalive you. This could be an inheritance, spiritual or otherwise. Now they want forgiveness. They want to take those swords out of your back that they placed there, or your family. I don't know. They need to go in recovery. They need to recover this money that they stole. There's talk about this here. They want to give you your flowers. You're innocent. They're going through something to do with the past, or this is happening now. This could be your family, could be children, siblings, and or cousins, or a past life soulmate. Maybe in a past life they stole from you and unalived you for material gain. You're getting your flowers now. You're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. It could have been a fight. You're being blocked here from reconciling with you. You don't look like you're into it. You see it from a higher perspective here. You have the advantage. Somebody's really defensive. Very, they're in their emotions. They're trying to block anybody from loving you, or new beginnings here, or self-love. They're in their emotions. You overcame, persevered out of self-love, new love, moving on. You used your intuition. There's a lot of secrets going on. You overcame. You're moving forward. You're leaving them behind. You're not speaking to them. You could be a high priest or priestess. You could be a spiritualist or a reader. You don't have to be. But there's a deep knowing here. You know what was going on. They're in their emotions because you're moving on. You're under the canopy of the universe, right? This is direction, structure, and discipline. They need to take back. They need to take accountability and bring back balance to a situation. This is awareness. You're in control here. This is universally driven. This is victory. They secretly, you made a lot of sacrifices for them, or they have to sacrifice something. They're stuck and struggling. They don't want to let go. They're wasting time here. They're trying to delay you. They want you stuck and struggling. They don't want people to see things from a different perspective. Somebody's trapped, feeling trapped or stuck. Yeah, there's a lot of secrecy here. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, treated you really horribly. They want you to look unstable, or they're secretly going towards bankruptcy, or maybe they did this behind your back. I don't know. There's debt here. They can't balance something out. This is fraud and or theft. Scapegoating, ending a family or a group. This is not a happily ever after. This is a home wrecker. So they went towards a home wrecker who tried to defraud you, or they both did, or they defrauded your ex-partner. I don't know who this is. This is somebody who's very jealous. They don't know their value and their worth. They're not happy here. They're hurting for money. Somebody who wants the high life, but they're not willing to work for it. They're lazy. They're unfaithful. They're jealous, unstable, holding you back, impersonating you. This is forgery. Oh yeah, lots of illusion, confusion, cover up. There could be temptation, bribery, and or blackmail involved. They're looking at their options. Somebody had multiple options here. They promised all kinds of things, but can't deliver on those promises. People are, somebody's angry. Somebody's in there. They think their shit doesn't stink, right? They could be stealing your work or ideas or achievement as well. He's a poser, a player. Stealing a home. They might be facing homelessness. They don't know what to do. This is losing a business, stability. This is non-committal. They're watching from afar. They could have went to the crossroads, or they're at a crossroads. Somebody's making a choice. They have to make a decision here. They picked their path. You're still moving forward. They're making plans. They have to make plans. If they're going to lose their home, they got to move. Somebody's non-committal. They have multiple options. They're making plans here. Or they try to make you look that way. They're watching you online maybe, or they're being investigated, or this is under surveillance. This is delayed communication from afar. Somebody's learned something here. They're getting it. They have an STD. Or they're trying to block you online, or they are blocked online. No new beginnings. They didn't take any actions. They don't want you taking any actions. This is a tower moment. Truth and clarity. New beginnings here. There's a breakthrough. They were trying to hide you. Hide and cloak your energy, or hide themselves under your energy. They don't want to be alone. Yeah. This is karmic relationship or a false contract, or both. Yeah, somebody lied. This is a pathological liar, user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. And they were petty. This is an abuser. This is someone's very dangerous. They had no authority here. They lied. They threw rocks and hid hands. They felt entitled. This is a drama starter. Now they're all fighting. They wanted you to compete or be an option? I don't think so. There's this competition. This is rivalry. This is jealousy. This is drama. So a bunch of people involved. So they lied to a bunch of people. They got a bunch of people to throw rocks and hide hands and cause drama in your life. Come after you maybe. Now they're all up in arms because the truth is coming out. Somebody's a lying sack, or you know what. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. Yeah, you're still staying in your power. You go your own way. You're not afraid. You're very confident. This is all, you're not looking that way. You have authority. You're attracting. You're charming. You're confident. You're bold. You're a leader. You're creating something, and they're trying to compete with you. Set people to, maybe they're trying to lie to people to come up and, I don't know, thwart you somehow, compete with you, cause conflict in your world. Well, you don't look bothered, do you? Male or female? You're divinely protected. That's too many. Thank you. Yeah, they're trying to stop you. It's not going to happen. So whatever they're trying to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to go anywhere. They didn't think you can overcome something. They didn't want you going anywhere. Yeah. It's not, whatever conflict they're trying to cause in your life is not going anywhere because you took the high road. You're walking away with your head held high. You're not engaging. You let it go. They don't want this conflict down because you saw it for what it is. You see clearly. Okay? You're not afraid to make a decision. You let these people go. Now people are seeing them for who they are and what they've done. There's no mental conflict here. There's no denial. No more stalemate. Yeah, you're being exposed. by you not doing anything, they're being exposed. They've exposed themselves. They're getting let go here. They can't restrict you. Removing obstacles. They're not renting space in your head. You're free. Somebody wants to be free of this. Somebody's on the down low. And that's why you let them go. Oh, so this could be somebody's on the down low and that's the reason why you let them go. Okay. Yeah, this is a love bomber doing magic. You're going to have to let go of the love bombing, the magic, and the scams. This is somebody wearing a mask. They never showed you love or support. This wasn't a real friend, okay? You're innocent. Somebody lied. They want to apologize. If they come towards you and apologize, they're lying, okay? Somebody has a crush on you, maybe? Fast communication, fast action, and or travel. People are talking about this. They bore false witness. This could be divination abuse. They're in debt. They took a huge gamble and loss. This is somebody that doesn't want to learn their lessons. They can't pay up. They don't pay up. No new beginnings. No practical approach. Bad financial news. This is somebody's very immature. Bankruptcy here. They tried to put you into bankruptcy, or they did. Something was unfair, unbalanced, not equally yoked. They can't do any more business if they did divination abuse. I don't know. They defrauded you and stole from you. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. It's because you let them go. They're angry. They're mad. You used your intuition. You put a cap on that love. That unconditional love. You could be a mother. You don't have to be. You're not dealing with this any longer. She doesn't look too happy. It could be a male in this energy. Just remember that, okay? You gave them enough love, unconditional love. And they repaid you by doing all this bull crap. So you just don't need this. You're done. You love yourself because charity begins at home. Self-love begins at home. You know what real love looks like, and it's not this. They're coming after your crown. They wanted you to look unstable. Yeah, you're still moving forward. Congratulations. They're going to be relegated to watching you from now on for the rest of their lives for what they've done. They can't come near you, right? Now they're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're really burdened. Making a head over heart decision, or they're burdened because you're still balanced. They were juggling you. They're trying to balance something out. You're still in alignment here. You're moving forward in life. Yeah. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise for you. You have a new beginning. There we go. You made a decision. They were playing games with you, and you said, read my back. I'm outie. There's a blessing in disguise. They were talking mad shit about you, emotionally, mentally, verbally, and psychologically abusing you. Maybe weaponizing schmecks against you. Somebody took some sort of action, or you're going to be taking some action, or you did. There's new beginnings. There's growth and expansion in your world. They're feeling passionate again about you right now. They want a new beginning with you. Ain't going to happen. Yeah, you're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. Yep, you bossed up. You took back your power. They're trying to block a higher level soulmate from coming towards you, or this is you, okay? You have authority, spiritual or otherwise. You make the right decisions for everybody involved. You have power backing you up here. You're protecting your throne. You're both masculine and feminine is balanced. Congratulations. It's beautiful. You really have ascended. Your divine masculine, feminine energies are balanced. You don't trust this person or these people. They don't belong in your life, okay? They're watching you from afar. They see that you have your wish fulfillment. Good news is coming towards you. They are praying. You're in your north node. So you balanced your masculine, feminine, dark, and light energies. Congratulations. This is divine intervention as well. Divine faith. There's proof and evidence you're being protected by the divine. They were harvesting from you. You're invested in yourself. You could be out in the public eye. All they could do is watch you online, or they're being investigated, okay? Yeah, they're watching you. You could be a spiritualist or a tarot reader, anybody like that, or you're not speaking to them. You're using your intuition. You learned, this is learning something, to use your intuition. You're not speaking to them. You've elevated. You're very knowledgeable. Yeah, this is devil energy. They're secretly obsessed with you. And they're grieving and regretting. Crying over spilt milk. Going to the karmic. who's greedy and selfish. This is unrequited love. They're trying to protect themselves here. You're stable and secure. You're getting your justice. They want to come in from out of the cold. So somebody's going to bring you some justice here. You brought yourself some justice. You have savings. You're stable. You're being protected. This is justice for you. You found your confidence. You started something new. It's really taking off. Congratulations. Good financial news is coming towards you. The backstory. Everybody's finding out the backstory. Somebody's a weasel. There's a couple of weasels here. Somebody wanted to appear like you. They wanted to be you. Something to do with dating, new love options, and back on the market. You could be back on the market, or they're trying to make it look like you're sleeping around or dating around. You could be in the spotlight. Somebody wants to be in the spotlight, so they want to come back around. I don't know. Maybe you're dating and they don't want that because they're afraid you're going to meet your higher level soulmate. Someone's very self-absorbed. They need an audience. They want the limelight. Keeping secrets, guard secrets, or be asked to keep one. So, I don't know. Whatever, this is all smoke and mirrors here, okay? Don't be fooled by appearances. Again, somebody's putting on an act. Someone's out of control. They're childish and immature. They said a lot of things. They did a lot of things. There's something to do with fraud. The divine. Spirit's not really tapping into that right now. I don't know why. Maybe that's in the next read. We'll find out. Somebody wanting to be you. You know, I see that a lot. So many cookie cutters out there. Everybody trying to jump on bandwagons, trying to do what everybody else is doing. Be yourself. So we have 4 swords. Heal. Being at peace. Somebody's praying, strategizing. They need to put something to rest with you. Hell, 41. A higher power's involved. A divorce or separation. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Somebody you divorced or separated from. This could be a marriage or commitment or a contract or dealing with an institution. The God of Trinity. Mission protects against slander and impious people. So you have a mission and you're being protected, okay? 3 of Wands. Yeah, being protected here. You foresaw this. You have vision. You're moving forward. Your ships are coming in. You could be moving at a distance. You're not looking back. You're prepared, okay? This is divine feminine energy. They were plotting and planning against the divine feminine energy. Oh, good for you. So construction, this is the God of hope. Construction of the universe. Help with great works and protection from adversaries. So this is your great work. You have a mission and somebody's trying to get in the way of it. King of Swords, law and order. This could be Archangel Michael. It could be a doctor. This is Justice 11 in Tarot. Luia, the exalted God. Victory, grants victory, protection from lightning. This is somebody with authority, spiritual or otherwise. Very, very learned, intelligent, wise. They go with the facts and only the facts. The truth and only the truth, ma'am. Book of Dano. This could be law and order. A doctor could be, like I said, an angel. It could be a priest. It could be anybody. 6 of Pentacles. They got to balance something out or they were defrauding you. 10, gold digger, cloud chaser, wanting your destiny. Aladia, the favorable God. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. They want to be absolved. They want you to help them. I don't think so. They got to balance something out. They were giving and receiving with others, prioritizing others, or paying others to harm you, talk shit about you, to stop you, to stall you. You're going into maybe a balanced, equally yoked relationship or partnership or business with somebody. This is destined. It's fated. 2 of Swords. Oh, they're acting like a victim now. Okay. Yeah. There's stalemate. They're in denial here. They don't see what's coming. They're afraid. You used your intuition. You're at peace. Aniel, God, Lord of all virtues. They're being blocked. They try to block you. They paid people to block you. Good for them. Let's see how that's going to work out. Breaking the circle lifts opposing barriers and brings victory. Congratulations. 10 of Wands. They got a lot of burdens on their backs. There we go. 53. They were in their ego. They wanted power and control. They were in their lustful energy. I just heard a big mouth. Somebody has a big mouth. Nana L. 53 is 8. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You have courage and strength and resilience. It's something they don't have. So God humiliating the proud. This is an ego death I just heard. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Five of Pentacles, going towards lack and loss and poverty. On the outside looking in. Something to do with their loins. They're girding their loins here. Akaia, 7, moving on. This is universally driven. This is victory. They need to take accountability and bring back balance. This is radical acceptance. They need direction, structure, discipline in their world. You're moving on, leaving them behind. Okay? This is the forbearing God. Patience reveals secrets of nature and spreads knowledge and industry. Page of Wands. Good news is coming towards you. Something exciting. The preventing God. This is good news. Urethral 27-9. There's an investigation. They're finding out they're on their own. They don't want to be on their own. The preventing God. Propagation of light. Confounds the wicked and slanders. Saves from enemies. Congratulations. It is what it is. They did it to themselves, okay? They have no one to blame but themselves. Of course, they'd rather blame you, I'm sure. They have been blaming you, I'm sure. 3552 when I looked at it. Angels, how are we ending this? What's the parting message? 6. Balance. Peace, communication, support, reflection, harmony, and stability. If you're struggling with family or those you live with, this number serves as a reminder to seek peace, communication, and support. Reflect on your life and consider what balance truly means to you. So that's what they're going through. They need to balance their lives out. You already have, or you're in the midst of it. 2222. Stick to it. You have a lot of stick-to-itiveness. They don't. Persistence, patience, progress, steadfast, goal, manifestation, preparation. Choose a path and stick to it, making slow and steady progress. One step in front of the other. It's very rare something happens overnight. Well, it can now that you put the work in. But to begin with, it's slow going, yeah. But you know you're going to get there. Choose a path and stick to it. Make a slow and steady progress. This card signifies the need for patience and consistent effort while working toward a significant goal or manifestation. Ensure that all aspects of your plans are organized and aligned. You need to be in alignment. 2424. Good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, happiness. You're worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. So take that for whatever it implies. Maybe they turn some family members against you. I don't know. Now the family sees you for who you are. The truth. These people or this person was lying. Okay. They want to see you win. They're rooting for you. 0110. Belief system. Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. Like getting back to what I said. If you're a cookie cutter, you're like everybody else. You don't stand out. You won't catch the eye of, somebody that can help you get to where you need to go. You're just like everybody else, tiring, just a follower, not a leader. If you are a divine being, you are in a leadership position. You're meant to be. You're not meant to be like everybody else. So stop, jumping on bandwagons and following trends and saying you're this, that, and the other thing. Just keep working. Keep quiet. Don't share your plans until you get there. You know what I'm saying? There's so many anxious and jealous and greedy, envious people out there that don't want to see you get what's meant for you. Well, if I don't get it, then why should they? You know what I mean? They're just sour. They're salty. They're haters. 2020. This could have started in 2020, or hindsight is 2020. Okay? Compassion. Mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, and renewal. It's a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. So whatever you thought was going on is. I think you already know that. But it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. You have a big mission here. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. 1221, taking initiative, and that's what you've done. Okay? Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Keep your vibes up, okay? Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. Congratulations. You're starting fresh. You're not starting over. You're starting from experience. That's change. 1313. 13 is a change. Something's over. I'll give you an example. when I started this channel, the divine was trying to talk me into it, trying to tell me that's where my path lays. And I was not very sure of myself. I didn't want, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. And he told me, you have everything you need to start a channel. I'm just giving you this as an example. That's the only thing I can show you or give it as an example. Because he said, as long as you have internet, you have a phone, and you have cards, you can do this, and you have a voice. You have talent, you can do this. You don't need anything else. You don't need the bells and whistles to start off with. Start off small. Just start. That is the goal here, is just to start, get on path here, and then whatever you need, you'll accumulate it later. You'll gather what you need later. You'll see what you need and what you don't. I went out and bought a new video camera. I went out and bought stands. I went out and bought a microphone, and really, you don't need it. You really don't. It is what it is. Congratulations, something beautiful is coming towards you, and you deserve it. Don't let these people stop you. I don't think you will. You're being protected by the angels. And if you're unsure, call on the angels, okay? Sometimes they'll step in when we don't call on them. Like if there's an accident happening, you hear stories, they just step in and protect you. But most times you have to call on them. You have to give them permission to come in and help you. And only the angels. Don't be calling on any other person or deity, or, you know what I mean? The angels and God, okay? Just to be sure that nothing nefarious is going to step in and pretend that they're all loving and kind and divine, and they're not, okay? So don't fall for anything like that. Call on the angels and call on God. That's all you need. Congratulations. I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.